meminti asiemu enioma beye enan enumbi ana ekoye inyinaso kese pa ema Ghana fo nya omumugidi for the 2024 elections. As of that time no, they were the best of option for a year 2025 and beyond. It reflected in the votes. And so when 57-41, not just GD Sunkuna Ghana for Enyawo. Now, your responsibility is that social contract, that platform contract, that governance contract now only as I say, obey demonstrate, especially when you put across a certain phrase, a base, a friend, a research agenda.
Obina say when it say any day the intimate. Now what you cram are you?
Now Nazanka after 3-4 days there was Zanka by now there. What overcome the sea and na.
When the catch them. Yes, I'm Kitwana Atum, you know. Yes, I'm Kitwana. We overcatch says 3-4 days, Diano, wait to meet the overcome it. Sadi will be our boy. And easy. And now be obeyed. I be Diano or pretending.
Not just say. Omushi ballot sigu omoye sorten no and the one who's ade de enkoyi
enko because say ube hu say ye 3 enko ha na siri ha enko ha na siri ha hu say no ade ni say na ade na enko ntimi ye na ne me fa ho saa na je say me di yi fa ho a me ye we
how na on sagu we chiri na esre pa
o mi na nya siri o de ato me no ye na to me no man fa me say nguma ji me de mi sanu kra ne nam wo emfa no test no obi de ya me ya wo ade num nyina ne say Amoakohene ade a wa ye no ho ke asema to me e was say unse ade ne si Saturday
yes it's Saturday no
e dia was say nka wo twen be 2 days bi kra ma beto so
yes
na say beginning no say wo comfort ni pa no kra chichi ne re we dey Saturday na jonua
start to say osrew
one string quo obetra TV so and TikTok so and wo ye calculation
abusia ene Omanhene ene obi wo motena ase e wasempa na wo hwe ensem ahodo a wono mabusa NDC aban titiriu ene John Dramani Mahama woni na so afo ministers pa dia na chese NDC wono wonsem bone papa chede se ebre ya MPP for eba ban mu 2017 Every 2017 ni saa kwesi saa 2017 na wieye na wo hwe niema hodo na dan kwa akufado ne ni ministers umatimi aye ne Ghana ha wo yi free ni high school kurasi nchane a na niema hodo pa afi ba kuntam na dan kwa akufado ne MPP atimi aye ne Ghana ha tudin a Ghana fo nyina ani ehunu bienu a na enne NDC fo ba ban mu afi ba ko ene fa ede ko mfie mienu ni yentimi hunu saa niema no ho popoye bia na kire se NDC fo onu mu ye de ehwemo na no ena Omanhene ebisa obi se ebre ya NDC fo bontoa before 2024 na ensemo hodo mo kagu Ghana fo so ne titiriu ene niema mako be se nan ase ndum onu wakunkyire gu nkrata so wo busa NDC fo se ensemi mu na mo ka kire yen se mo baba be ye de amayen enne ye ko mfie mienu ni mun kire ye mu ba ko mpo e mu ba ko pe emu ba ko pe a mo batimi aka se ensemu emu ka kire ye moye ebesi ne ba kokora mpo maso menne Omanhene ene obi wonum e kire NDC fo hu se Ghana fo se benye ye nyina na ya adwene wo fom enye ye nyina na ubetimi de yen aye campaign ubetimi de ya adwene agoro atopre enti se ne se NDC aba ban mu a wonum ebusa wo mo se niema hodo no mo ka se wo mo ba wo mo ba ye no wonum atumi aye anase wonum nye eno da nchen so Paul kwabena Yandoh ya wono so ko abato no ya ne yenimse nka obetima wieni ema Amoakohene ya Ashanti regional minister kura sore se wo ye campaign ama no NDC ni wo ye campaign ama MPP ni e ka se wo jisika ne ade a na senesi koko wieye ene Paul Yandoh aka ne ma hodo e ko so election nim eni afia na monwa wo pese wotuo ede ma MPP said the be Dr. Laji Mahmoud Baumia betimi aba akonwa so 2028 na enkomo bebre no na akoso a mepese wo bagibre na wonso watie enkomo twetwe no ebi nansa na kora no mayen konkotie His Excellency John Dramani Mahama kitwa bi mra ebre ya wo bonto 2024 ye ba beto oba bosha kakra bi ode ma Ghana fo no afa ye wi a ne yenya daje ti wo mahene mu nkomo ene wo mode ato NDC fo ni mu no se ampa NDC fo wonum hye bono madi so anaasɛ wɔnom ayɛ frakadam.
Ezu yaba omo chi omo galamsey no omo atu omumu yaba ma omo amnesty no omo asaba. Ezu Mojidi say Emrebia omo fomye omo enu omo ho enti yebe yi omo na yama omo another chance.
I can confirm to you that you are going to see a fight that has never been witnessed in this country. President Mahama is going to lead a very ruthless and relentless campaign against Galamsey. He has not minced words at all. We had a brief cabinet meeting earlier today, and the president was very clear. There was no ambiguity that he will be leading a war that we have never seen to deal with this canker, this existential threat, once and for all.
This is the 24-hour economic clock. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. 1, 3, 3. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. Obiabe didi. Ezu. Ni anawi ye nurse ni anawi ojuma nipa awuye ejuma. Yebetimi aboa onu esidan. Na debia bosombia yetua oka ni ate okakra. Yebenya companies bi na omone banks na yejuma. Enti se onim se wonyoma e ba ubekwa kohu omo. No ma bo bosia. Sa bosia no omdibechia abanto ni gapo ha ni eto bia ewo ho. Na yeyi we container si ya na omo yi e de akoto terminal. Wone aban ni asembia. We shall reintroduce automatic posting of teachers. And we shall scrap the teacher licensure exams. Afeso, ya green say, Koko na debia ya de kwa manone na yakoye nwejuma oho ne aye chocolate ne de abre no. Yes you abre, ya pese factory na ya de koko no. Ya de ba bibia yidua koko no. We for no fifi, ya beba be 2 borehole wo ho. Near the polytank is ho. And I can assure you, the price is going to be a very, very, very good price. So those of you who don't have cocoa farms, go and start looking for land.
Is that in the first 120 days, we'll provide the seed money upfront for the Women's Development Bank.
24-hour economic clock. One job, 3 shifts, 3 people. Obiabe didi.
To draw the ruling government attention and then some Ghanaians also attention so that we can just move as a country. Nabibia anko. Maybe some reminded the NDC. Say, Miminti asimuno enyoma beye enai inumbi ane koye inyinaso kesiye pa ema Ghana for nya omumu jidi for the 2024 elections. As of that time, no, they were the best of option for a year 2025 and beyond. It reflected in the votes. And so 57-41. Not just say Gidi Sunkuna Ghana for Enyawo. Now your responsibility is that social contract, that platform contract, that governance contract now only a one. As I say, obey demonstrate, especially when you put across a certain phrase, a basse, a friend, a reset agenda. Into where along the line, I said, so even Mahama continues to be the hope until further notice at this point. And this statement was made about a year ago, and as a 1 year, 3, 4, 5 months ago. So Mahama continues to be the hope until further notice, and the further notice is today.
Time national.
Because if you don't put in reminders, they might think that they are still really on course. Well, that's why Amika said, they be than one a mampehin shia, one a mampehin, emo makwenya, so you know, one name now and acting on his behalf. Nipa do no, I know we the challenge and the problem for our presidents. So if a president no antiness no answer and resi anchor the next level, now we are reliant on sometimes questionable reports behind our second. One who are obedient for four, no quiet. One of the trump cards of the NDC in the lead to the 2024 elections was the 24-hour economy. They don't have any choice. If they think that strategy of 24-hour economy, they've now encountered challenges. Explanation and interpretation are quite different. Aware. Dear enya wo yamanye sema ya susoswa from time immemorial be seen that deceit in a woman. And they be ready two things, principle and that honesty. And young from so say, yes, me 24 hours, me buy no, me who say, I need a lot of things before really we can push into it. We are working on it, but it's more fun because the picture that was painted to us.
Sir, it was the panacea to all the problems, especially unemployment.
When we subject you to some of these reminders and criticisms, please, why are you angry or why are you upset? Why? Honestly, I don't get it. When we subject you to things that you have told us, in fact, in our case, we are putting in reminders because you have the next 1 year, 2 months to go or so. These are clear reminders. If you say, as I say at the moment, that we will still hold them by that promise in the social contract of the magazine.
I mean, and it's legitimate because it was the biggest campaign promise from the NDC. I mean, Omoye promises be brief. The biggest was the biggest for our economy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. To me, Nyoma be nine numbi and a tall Ghana for Akumaso. And Omodi Yenina so Ericasa buying back on the Kohome 90 Makayomo.
Because only the amount we cry relevant, no payna meet here one abna pokia. Time amone yenua no mo edi dema. Na almost Omako teacher training. Teacher training. School teacher training. GS for say omuye recruit that's the challenge. And no, was it the truth? Say
but I can't say I will be surprised if the professor at GS ebetimi a bold akaches and pekuni say mo fan chain.
It will be shocking.
Na we the refim.
How?
But I don't get it. Honestly,
impossible.
Honestly, Mr. When it's not a question of President Mahama, it's a question of Sebi. Who's President Mahama?
Yes.
Say impo refio mo okasi mo ichiro mo say.
Now we see that there was a refio.
The 7,000 people are more disabled. No, no refio disability. And your priority in your engagement and recruitment thoughts only any place or space to occupy. Says dear Omo can stand it here. Also with the Mofanche na refuse. So that's another matter altogether.
But it paints the problem with unemployment in our country.
Of course.
But we pone ye Omanhene ko training. So omun kwa tradi. Recruitment abai say on to me from teacher for or for teacher 7,000 and in the 7,000 no or more edit them or mine up or more
50 cry into me for 10 cry.
I couldn't believe it.
50 10. Why are you worried? Because it also should bring another chapter of conversation where you are asking yourselves how well have we as a country now near saying the former minister of local government I didn't go work Nanamun to be chin. I am an issue, sir, or assemblies no consider. No could do assembly and no bush of the PW didn't contribute. It is saying, I say, Ewahania, ye when you call ye way, nay, ye when you go to an near her say, a training now we are never cross. Money, my dear Muyano. I buy a Tisica to us, Sani Pecuino. Monfan shop must say, Omo, where your Mosicano, adequate before the letter, no banana to talk of now and then. So it should even tell you the priority that we give to such personalities will follow another category.
Because on my beer and so Emma and Kuala and no more edit them. Charlie, if for nothing at all, I'm only consider them as vulnerable.
Yeah,
vulnerable.
We're quite a different chapter.
I brought it in because of this whole unemployment, and that's why the current government should not joke with this 24-hour economy thing. Because if they thought say by one of those campaign slogan,
no,
because you made this the biggest promise in the campaign. No, a good reminder.
We'll put in these reminders. Honestly, more amanyo for yama. Ding by the day, the NTS also sorry few them now called Q, now called two abase ubi medi when it's becoming extremely difficult by the day. They thought to be movie. Adiaba komu team di Gina Ghana for komu Emma all manner of prescriptions. The fight against that albatross is here a friend illegal mining. In fact, if you play back some of the solutions that the NDC in opposition had as of that time,
the biggest was declare state of emergency.
What had as of that time? You're asking yourself that what has changed, to the extent that if it is true, which I am tempted to believe, that Evans Mensah on Joy News, looking at the stature in the media and Adansia insuno edem and a house room as we speak.
Stability levels.
According
to Evans, Ghana Water for pay all their workers in line.
This is right.
Say Emma Ubia in release
this is so shameful.
I can't even understand.
And this impartial here and here, right? Because Evans see this is nothing that open with the previous administration a problem.
Yes.
And the fact that you don't say insurance a say mono, it doesn't mean anything. Yes. It's a positive provocation that this aspect, this facet, we are failing. We need to uplift our game.
And also
yes. So intimacy, I'm putting in these reminders. Said the buyer mom funds the movie in Asobia when is the election day to come and appeal to us again and say, oh now no more boy so into the most hard my idea and it will work against one because I'm interested.
Maybe sitting here, now we want to look at beyond economic indicators now, boy, which other thing and as will be a OT and free say, a buy way buy, BB way, a happy now, because Charlie, this is something, a monumental achievement. It's difficult to pinpoint what maybe for the job somebody like Obo Biadako Pokwaye with Ghana Medical Trust Fund, you would want to give her accolades. But I think the retooling of Rate Hospital out through only influence where Timienya support what change equipment or it's a major thing. What she's done with the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, amazing. Amazing. You give it to her. You give it to her. Jameson, so SIC, you give it to them. And those are very good points he beat me a reason. I've talked about the economy there. Roads so big one be okay. Abide by way roads and so take it time.
Maybe Obi, very importantly, Miami Chrome this year a potential flag bearer for the NDC. Yeah. Well, we now have to put the spotlight next week on him. On Agric.
Yes.
That's what I say. Major inroads and I say lapses are because a major to every country's success. When we had issues about tomato, I cut down. What has been the ministry's effort in putting in place? So honestly, if you also indulge, majority say fitness because it should be sector by sector.
Yeah, I think we may have to do sector by sector.
Where here said, because once you put in these reminders, now your next step is to go sector by sector.
Yeah. And what we are doing here should let all ministers or more responsibilities set up. Because a whole ministry na omanfo cannot on top of their head pinpoint something big SC in the ministry, then there is a problem. When you take ABI Energy Ministry, you say relatively apart from stability moment of ABI, that's relatively stability, but you can see the entire sector there is some effort to want to make things right. You give it to the Energy Ministry. Oba Agrek, I said maybe from next week we pay attention.
We have to.
when you take communications, for example,
we have to.
Yes, in the communications, say, what is that standout idea?
We have to
at the ministry over the last almost 2 years.
Yeah.
We may have to look at that. OSHA Health standout idea be SC and the health ministry. It jumps at people. Foreign affairs, I think Samuel Kuyetoa Blakwa has done some good job. Something will jump at you. The intervention in South Africa now will jump at you. But maybe they would have to do more on the passport side and a reforms also on the embassies now across the world. They are not done change. For the other ministries, on offer education, for example, and then our say, okay, Adia Bakwe jumps at you. Say in the last 2 years, I have been education. I don't know. I don't know what jumps at me. Education.
So be wrong. Yeah, crana proximity to getting knowledge about some of these things. Yeah, crana yeah trifiable. How much more any panel
ordinary?
Yeah, Mestre, I'll be so grateful if indeed we can do the ministry by ministry or sector by sector engagement on your show, so that
something is happening in these ministries.
We are not aware.
Communication and
we are not aware. And it is always incumbent on these, Professor George Miachel, it is always incumbent on some of these ministries to also let us, get us posted on. For instance, if you go to health, Uko Health, who engaging minister now, personally, to the best of his knowledge, or children on your ma. And in such a day, Baba be our own crowd, who there could be a troubles on whom ye pediatric, who you say children, who you say, and one and none from him. But beyond this, I didn't put a pan be a ministry. So I would love that once we put in a reminder of these challenges, we should also engage them. And I know they are listening. We will respectfully come to them and give them times of engagement if it's appropriate with them for us to have that conversation. Now,
your voice here, I say, Nijianim, Adain.
Obina say, well, when you say, and Nijia the intimate. Now, what you cry, you?
Now, Nazanka, after 3-4 days, there was Zanka by now, dear. Well, overcome the sea, and Anna.
When the catcher, and that's some Kituana, I told me, Yes, we overcatcher says 3-4 days. Diano, wait to meet overcome it. Saturday we are Wabwa, and easy. And now be obeyed. I be Diano or pretending. Will be enough from. Yeah,
meaning say enough from, but say, me patrol, first time I walk election, Neon.
There be the car call be 2022 Deputy Secretary for the region. And
Udi in Kunim.
Debbie, Bidin Kugu, but we know the Unzena and wash. What I say, I'm the Jamwinina, Namdura, Tadi, and so Uncle Yen and Son.
Dabi, Okaze, near when you now patch say, Sikaka can do a save Ratu in
Obi said no dear a factor. Oh, but we know. On say asamuno every baby never drew how.
Yes.
Now on say right from the onset, obi me can was them. And so a man for I'm fan no say a bit me about the drew say. Because what no in your own small way no ye near my boy me. What you say? Make me a dinner so I can say obi we are dear. I mean oh show papa Yeah, here said, wouldn't you call or how Musano now be bois, Wafamu debia now to me de Abuano. Now me will show papa. Yes. Don't be my main fa queen so. Now I mean come out some cacra.
Okay.
It do ya aquaso any a choir ufa to boame. The decline Amenda ubi biara sick. Be biara wagana habia Mamenda nasi. Titu Asante Mante move for constituency executives, regional executives, council of elders, and patrons, which are the founding fathers. Omuwo Asante Mante Muha Omokoto Aba on the 15th of August, Saturday, ye entire regional executives, Mamenda Omasi Papa. But kwa edi kan ko mo na so se ni omu sigi ye tu mu ene futuo ni nkranhyen se mo mo de ma yen Sectoral Council of Elders ni patrons no obi nya asem kito kwotena mo anim a e kofa 92 asem ni akofa hen asem anyina brew unim history obehu ni nyina ti eno boa ye papa others ne so nkranhyen nsem ne mpai ba mo de ta ye chi e ma ye bedru da ye to aba ni nyina no nyame onhyira wo mo na for Yandoh da wo mase odomasi kesi na obi campaign ni nyina mu no
yes
ye minya kwenya eka masem echeche masem senia esitie na ebi mu fi se dabra ye the communication no edi agro obi na nya sa na tie mu no o hwe senia yesi elusu elections na yesu ye communications director na communicate na wasem na wo kan obi enko Nipano, they were not willing to listen to you.
Yes.
Now, yes, we are communication director. Yes, communicate. But communication ain't core. So you needed to create attention for yourself. Send your beya, ubeti media can was it. Ebia obi in Camino, may any other, me hold any other position other than communication. Ebianka would have seen me differently.
Yes.
But ya first say who your communication director no na was say make sure say wasem bia who can be an ya semwa nipa no etimi wa engage no na watimi ati wasem na who can say. That is why I chose that style. What I say
it was a strategy and yes agro bi na na wo pese wo di agro keke
obi na ba bia ya nyina drei me tiwe me ya adwuma wo what I say me kan adwuma me ya kire wo a enya asem ketwa oti say schools use obi wa udi dance say
wakobi pa
kwan ya ya first neutral exams so Ghana had ndi obi man famu
yes
and I'm just bedru ba bi amadu so there's no way ya the MPP position be maun na wo be ya say wudi be di agro ensi da position enya position ketwa na ade di agro na so etomre bia na o hwe situation in dynamics na ekono a also fanya takwansu bi na wo kan wasem se ne be ya wo hunya hi e wo atamfo anim eti obi se wo hwe ne ya me ne wo ka se ya me ra ko saboaje o kan se mu nyina o eso hwe de ye no
oh
your freezing accounts ne japade e de ade and then obi kura reshare bibi or share bibi on Facebook and now bibi kura ne akwa akochi no so there was a way now was any pafaso no de be kan asem ne ho enkoye na atamfo ahi it will be minya kwan e chekire enkofo mu mo omote mase yie oti ase
yes
ene kwan eda ya nimu a obeye secretary so a obetimi afaso na odi adi uduma wa hwe se all the executive positions ni nyina no wa empower wo mo na targeting bia wa se targeting mo targeting na wutimi draw proper action plans ye de be ye aduma ye betimi dey achieve those targets me lay bear in front of them ye hu enyema nkoso reading mu lost seats aba ekwan ye be fa so a ye betimi regain all those seats so am for Jimmy to mu prekope but asem na wie ye ni nyina ne se obi papa no a oni ho chema wuntumi no on the 20th of July no ena mami Audrey on friend judge Audrey me bo mami no di no kotu mu a no obi me ka kire o say aye meme po Yandoh ne di makotu mu because o pese o break obi a any finances
yes
eti enya breaking sadia no woni ho no a because na bibia was planned on himself. Paul, don't worry. What they have suye wadwumaduru ho a mehwe ma bibia koso ama wo ene se achi papa tu mu 20th no eduna akoka 3 weeks to elections afezu so edru so a se o tete list bi so a ena ba mi list bi na list bi na mu na den obi ntumi ko hwe mi din ka ho as we actual exams na ye say ye the results wa ba obeko notice board no obi obehwe na udin ka ho
na listen so na po Yandoh ni enim
po Yandoh di nim Eti ahwana who sense ya na who say no. I was say nipa fa ne ho adwen. Eti obi yafa enema
yeah, we dey because say a die sentence won to me no kasa I say usika na konsa we me no. And once usika ni ho list e ba enso within him no. Na just na election na e dey am.
Nti nyese nipa no ompe wasem. Anyese nipa no andi wasem antum. Na momu no ade aye ni nyina no ekowie baabi. Oti ase waka wasem nyina wie no ne krakra no wo ho. Asana D-Day operations obi me kofa wo he na me de aye de wo se me de ye. But you notice no me hia nyema bebre wo de akoso nim se ewiase no ade aye nyina no e wo se ehwe se wunu ekwa ho ye hia mu a wo se sore ne eboa no. Oti ase on se ye de wuntumi ekoto mu wie ye no afei na party ni sorry say now the legal team has taken over. Okay.
Yeah, me kai pa.
So nanka maybe a twam no thank you betimi right from the onset nke betimi aba.
Yeah.
It ye hwema no kodru baby wi a ansa na yakase see ntimi de adisuade mame. Adisuade mame. But going forward you know me there I'm forever committed to DMB. I'm forever committed to Dr. Baumia. Say ye pay ye jumaden. Ye pay ye jumaden. And what deep way mu ye the bet tie the current elected executives yechi na the was ye momu na yetimi bua ema Dr. Baumia be ye president bia no e ade ame po Yandoh mindane machi ema party ni ta
ema ne da and not just say defeat we no emu abam ema wonten da
obi entimi mbu mabam da me say ya adesiade ema me rather what I say, Messian Yama be womb a chese. Obi Niama Messian Dawson. And particularly, no, I was say, deliberate. I will Niama be whom I will region in particular. What I say, because we must be interested who becomes what. What I say,
yes.
And the Messian friend is in for crowd or elections here, they are interested who becomes what. They're interested. But you're interested in those things. It's me and nay. At the same Messian said, the class prefect to crowd and Paul will be interested who becomes that class prefect. That's what the penny crown, yeah, you were reading him. Yandoh will be interested. I saw the penny cry, yeah, you know. San Yaman NDC for the year, dear Papa. And it's a lesson.
Commentaries in Biamete on election day. Every party for any be ho and say Ashanti region the heartbeat of the NPP. Ehona NPP no efruma eshe. Inti obi obabeye secretary for the party in the region no party ni here will be a serious person because enyo be a growing in so and they been so free say now when regional minister you too close as they be ana mu dear regional minister na crack kase on the candidate ne ono na ebua we pesi kama on ene sa no nti eno nso share party for ni be ebufu uji this
obi minji tumusa because they decline party no the guidelines e baye ekwan a position bi e wo party no aye pre including secretary no qualification I was any panitiminya. What I say, the person must be active within the party for the past 2 years. Me qualify. I was say Nipano Okra first degree. Me kra the micro masters. I hold me qualify. It is a dear BM and a Nipani Bejina Swa. Obeka say Nipano onye serious with whatever he's doing. And it's not Obi. Me catch I will say. Me call for no minya kwan church means semu e kire nkrofo e kwan a me fa so a me di deliver e bia nka na menya communications and e bia me secretary and answer me first vice and second vice they would have seen me differently but you see communicate one lose election portal a che say one nkrofo kura bu afu NDC for so ya aggressive e hwe wanim I mean, almost say, watch a walk or two at the bail condition at all. So, At that same time, when I was near original chairman, yeah, Penachi no shed them tiatiamu. Obi, Channel said the perfect one drink.
Yeah.
Me do for me church remove. It is Obiano, like I said, for any serious and now say Bibisano, not all that done. And yes, I net yet. Now let's come to the regional minister, Ralph Franco Amoakohene, so dear no so. Obi, me no would din komo, and maybe a chamukra. Proud to elections way about me my dear me person me cause secretary.
Yes.
Etinya Amoakohene na nsenya dia akoso no na aso no na de me ba a secretary obi udi ho adanse.
Me di ho adanse, yes.
Yes, me started say me cause secretary no. Ache etinya Amoakohene na eye bibia. Moreover, the issue is that Amoakohene ohwe senior obeye regional minister na akwai twen you to nyina interchange keke kra no a obepo kan se obepenti ye nipa nyina tudi nachi na ahemfo ba ho ahemafo ba ho kuma stars fo nyina ba ho enkra nyina na dia asemu nie na dia kakra we obeye ye eno omo nyina tudi nachi sa se dia bibia waye no ebi mada asori fo nyina jijisika no ma betina ho betwitwa pictures school for best cash tell me on say ade no directly opposite my office. That's what.
Okay.
So the guy was virtually sweeping away the youth and others. So there was no way as a communication director no ube jai no say onfa wo munyina. So in a way, no, we were supposed to be there with him. What do you mean, I know? Because Obi, and they will show you who ye. Would the NDC better now change? Would the NPP better now change? MOBA cannot tell me that.
Sanity.
I don't think social media so dear. Would Jama NDC need no regional minister no? Where Jama no quatrasso without bantering him. So we had to be there. So it was a strategic way of being there with him within the social media.
Okay, sharing the attention with him on social media.
Exactly. You can't just leave him like that. It's not my character say, Obi, can me hold any other position aside the communication. You'd have seen me differently.
Yeah.
But yes, communication is also no social media kaho, radio and TV kaho. It is a uko radio and TV. That's a uko share NDC and MPP mutra ho e banta dia. Social media no. Why have you left it to NDC Nkwan? You can't do that. And another one, almost so is canon, your contributions. Will be by yourself, the boy campaign, or be won't mean downplay. That's true. Name and yes, significant. You can't hear this care coalition, Obi, a permanent as a money cano.
Now, only cano or the Jane Kekana say, Ebecounsa.
Eba direct. Now, 1 CD, 2 CD, 0.38. Oh. It's your found Mobra. Obi, no clear woman said, was almost a new minister say, 1 CD. The minister says, overhead on that 1 CD, 38 pesos, 1 CD, 2 CD, 38 pesos. What couple more? You found 2 butter, a Mobra.
Oh, Sikana minister and go for send them out, no.
I'm telling you.
38 pesos.
38 pesos for catch almost Munya Sadia. Amoakohene deliberately and will catch them so almost 0.38. Yes, 38 pesos. 0.38 pesos. Okay, I said, yeah, what 10 no can say 10, 5, 2, 1, 2. But Obe thrown word in common and son was anyone who said 38 in Abreu. And yes, the car, Yadibra. What I say? Nemo mono answer me di can would din come on. I will show no so no. And on so take on there are money 3 points or yes out. And Crawford a cat and say, I'm Amoakohene. We don't quit quite let's see 2 who say Copuano. And son what Dimnica acquire Sardian. What I say?
Satan now the Casawa Harryama when you
and a man for the pressure to lose it will be quite less your what yet your wing. It won't go buano. And it's a war about so I didn't not do a badge now where 1 CD, 2 CD, 0.38 in their buy-in. It is as cano, and yeah, dear, the coalitions. That's frank.
Yeah, I get
Aha.
you. I get
and
you.
stand and miss with this issue, you say. Me de be regional secretary. Obi me no di hu komo.
That's true.
Last year kra ho asem kra stand na Amoakohene de eba. It me there was no way ebenam ne so ama de to me ato me. Ne mo obi ma kire ma asem mu akire ama wate ma se say ye yi u papa free wa so papa wu no. U ka asem bia obi anu obefa. Na eno na ye me ya wo wiase a me baye. Se madam odri judge me no de matumu. Oh. Ama de atumi so atumi. Enya hwe.
Oh. Videos be ba out ba kwa mi hu sisi ana se unsagu wachi a wora ho uti si form any ade minim at the time na when say abatwa na enkoye ana.
Obi ade no de oh say democracy no e so mu cheche nipa yi. Say on the day of elections no ubenya enka wo mbe ho. Odia say yi ade ne gu ho. Na say yes say kinka no mo sort out na hwe de ekọ ne de ekọ ha ene na di kokro mu no etimi eba no. Eti won yi gu ho a me we no na aja be fa ho afa ho apie na teze ankoye we bia ho go na police for no so balangad wo ha wa anya fast and pia mo bia ma apie na ese no go ase ne beto wa ebeto wo within ho no a eti nyame na bu a mema metimi fa ho se yati me sana ho se kumachi na me ko no no ti na me nam ho a me kon kakran ti metimi drama na wo ya am so me ba sesi e jo so aka me na me fa ho nwa na ja because share back to office ti me yese mo fa results no mbre me ti me frame akura ba ko a won kan na wo ase ne kasa ni mu twetwetwe anam se a ade na mfa dia course one no
na just say omuhwe ballot go omoye sorting no e na wa hu za ade de enkoyi
enko because we be hu se ye 3 ekọ ha na se ha hu se no ade ni se na ade na ekọ ntimi ye na ne me fa hu sa na je se me de yi fa hu a me ye we
how I know so good actually na esre pa
o mi na nyasiri o de atomie no de na atomie no man fa mi se nguma ji mi de mi sanu kra ne nam wo emfa but ade e course one say ye wie ye no unim Boris B
yeah nya de wo poultry farm no
yes o se what say make aduane asem bi
na nka me bebusa we na ye hwan na afre we
oh obi baby adru ani bre pa ye kenkan ade na eyi konti boys ya me ko for mo so mbeshi jaman o ma frɛ me say kwam de o mo the baby adru ya ye kan ade ni pa hu ni ho ano a che se ye hu de ye o ti ase kwam de o ti ase me ti o ma se me ma pra de hu su kwam say be ma ye do aba program I was so hwesi ewie bibia se anigye ne ye toa so o se ye port o se ye dan a utu komu frame se minya accounting no MSN kopa aduane ma wo did you to me no
na konti boys no mo hen at the time
no mo ani mo ahye jama o
no mo frɛ o se come de omo
come de omo ti minya accounting no me pa aduane ma mo di obi asemo ye ka we
anyway ya mo de omo nya aduane di eventually ana
na bere no manya bia di because they are not to me no one betima bisa me omo balance kura no up to now fe na me be hwe omo e dia mom o ti ase obi they are to me they na ahumte but Boris B Abraham Nkoko catches back 12
oh okay
but Boris B farms why are there pa
wow e dey no say wo de be small party bi ato nsafro omo nyina na
oh, sir, Eda, or see what say make aduane asem. Etino or Bremen Nkoko na bi na just a multimedia ye. So but Nkoko no de bar so e layers on say oba tie de emfa anya nkwan. On layer no watoa man yemu atwe. Ye no o ntimi mfa anya nkwan. Wo de yesi so e be den wo oba tie emfa na anya nkwan. No any problem tebia se me from na ebia mayempusu bi na ye nyina de nsa tumu aye de a fine
Oh, okay. Well, I don't quite the ever hard drain.
I say about and your Obia Watun Kukwama, the Yamachino, or the Nian Coin Yajua. About idea the Nian Coin.
I won't me finding young coin. Ain't it, Paul Siciano, about elective position in the party there? Wow, room selfie on.
Oh, yes, I'm our room is every but we have to respect the decision of delegates.
Sure.
One more Mokoto Abano, we have to respect it. And every Awadibia here say they tie the new executives at Chino, and no was here because here was a Kunda 2028. I was Dr. Baumia president. It's me, poor my family, there be a mayor at the Abu executives in Libya, Yadia mayor. What I say until ABA the next elections are ABA Beko AB Grana, one more Omukoye. Nanya me ya domina ya nyapo yatima we nearby na bi kura je ja omo positions no na omo akope abamu position na bi ya fa ho na akwa akodi because yetime aba agronimu bi no what you say
yes
na me no in all things no obi de ya me ya wo ade num nyina ne se Amoakohene ade awaye no ho ke asema to me e was say unse ade ne si Saturday.
Yes, it's Saturday.
If you was nka wo twebe 2 days bi kra ma beto
yes.
Na say beginning na say wo comfort ni pa no kra chichi ne re. We dey Saturday na jonwa.
O start to say osrew.
One string kwa obetra TV so and TikTok do so and wo ye calculation. And subtraction, addition, multiplication, and when you take your friend and say 11.1, just I didn't want going now, you know. Mantina said that. Natania de Hurunipa. Yanisa, would you have some to be crowd, Uber chain? Ama 2 days to be crowd, bananas and Nippon on the bottom, where there's Saturday, Nuana, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and what is war and war, yeah. What you say? Now, my coin idea. Me bon pa na asem to nda na region mu asem to Amoakohene to me try region I'm telling you
country region obetu free ho
you ma me di no me bon pa ye say wo de ne on de ne ho asem ma se de me ho asem ba ya Amoakohene tira so a wo huri boso esre ne ne sia duasa no munyi eguso no wo sre kopa na tete ne ho ye ne de se ne nia atwefom ade bibini wo se bibini sre pa e de se ne nia ho atwe no na dia Amoakohene ye wo so she asem nko anumare obi omo ni list na na
me wan
ne tini wo ho
me wan
enya ponko na re ye wo ho bebre kokofu ka ho onu kra de wadi MP e wo bantema wadi chairman wo ho wa ye adwuma wa UPA ada no mo yi na film na me nko na ase me nko na obi ebo me di na obi asre me wo ho ada ye list ni wo ho wo ti ase ye dosu a bia tete ato enya me ponko a what I say? It's a man from Cancalis in Nambom. No one has a man, Kuana, Amoakohene, dear Nimua, was Srimmy Senny was Sipe. None was somebody. I'm going to be more but
free commerce. Me find out
more but than what's a moba. Amoakohene was a moba.
Yeah.